We're back. We're back from all the traveling, and we have some moments of magic for you. As a matter of fact, we didn't have any moments of magic tonight. So, what we did was we looked up stones. Well, our lovely Scoop has looked up stones that are magical. Now, in my opinion, all stones are magical because the earth is magical, but we found a few where magic was actually mentioned. So, we're going to talk about a few of those tonight.
And we thought we'd start with dioptase. Is that what we thought?
Yes, we got to start with dioptase because
Dioptase.
it's
There it is.
it's a beauty.
That's dioptase. This is the favorite stone of fairies. And there's a little saying that there are people called fairy dusters, who are people that have been in their past lives or in some of their genetic makeup, they've actually been taught by the fairies. And so
Or if you're me, they are fairy.
and so they've been imbued with dioptase feeling. There's another stone that's actually kind of fairy-like, and that's cavansite, but we didn't have any of that available. The other thing that was interesting about the dioptase, I suppose I should show it again. See, you can actually put it into things that you can wear, so you carry your dioptase around with you. But
Hi, Emmy.
it's a very sensitive mineral because it deals a lot with stress and tension and trauma and stuff like that it needs to be cleaned weekly, some of the old things say. And then there's another really interesting thing about this is that you can make elixirs with dioptase. The one that they were talking about most was the elixir made with violets and dioptase. And then there was another one made with daffodils and dioptase, and that was for happiness, because
Well, to me, when you have a stone that deals with fairy energy, it is a reminder to play and to be light and to have fun. So that's another thing that dioptase does. It's one of my favorites.
But the surprise in the elixirs, just a little.
I love the elixirs. Who doesn't want to drink violets and dioptase? Although I would keep the dioptase on the outside of the water, not in the water.
And you can use white lilies as well, but the kicker was make an elixir with cranberries and dioptase.
What does that do?
I have no idea.
Nobody knows.
Probably makes you ready for celebrating because it makes you ready to celebrate because those are sort of some celebratory colors, red and green. Does that remind you of anything?
There you go. Okay. Moving right along. We also had opal. Now, opals are magic for a lot of reasons, which he's going to talk to you about right now.
Oh, I thought there's a black opal.
No, that's a Koroit Boulder opal.
Oh. Well, it comes from almost the same region as the black opals.
We do have a black one we can show you. It's very small.
One of the operative reasons why opals are magic, aside from the fact that they exhibit all colors and they work with everything, is that they were used as scrying stones. Those things that you could peer into to help you. It's kind of like a meditative practice so that you can allow the information to come from the universe. On this card,
the bottom left.
See that? That's a black
opal.
An actual black opal. And you can always use the regular white opals too, because they do exhibit lots of colors. So that's the magical thing about opals.
And traditionally, black opal is said to have magical powers of its own, so that you can, when you have it with you, you can actually, it enhances that magical power that's within all of us, of course. The next one is lavender jade, which is a stone that it intensifies the magic. It actually creates an intensity around any type of magical work that you're doing. It's also a really good stone One of the ways you can use magic is to really feel it. You get the feeling. It's manifestation as well. If you can really feel the what you're trying to do, you're going to enhance it anyway. And this is a good stone. The lavender jade is a good stone to get your heart in tune with your desires. So that's another way that it can help you with the magic. And it's also, to me, this it's a very it gets you, it aligns you very quickly, which is another thing that you need if you're going to work with um, bringing something in. So that's lavender jade.
And it also it pushes people a little bit more towards the magical arts.
Hmm.
It has its own little energetic push that it does.
Okay. Awesome.
What about
Then
good old quartz?
Quartz, of course, does everything. We love quartz, all of them. Well, me particularly. And quartz will amplify whatever you're doing. It will amplify and intensify any of the energy you're sending out. As a reminder, send out only positive and awesome energy, and that's what you'll get back. And this is a Corinto quartz, which is I like particularly because it's got I don't know if you can see it's got like a language etched into it. I feel like this is the quartz, the language of quartz. I've not been able to interpret it yet, but I'm working on it. And I love these stones. They're just very light filled.
Pointed when you actually do this, I mean, you can almost kind of like, let's see, you can almost see the action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can almost see
There.
it come out.
Is it really?
And
is
you can
for-
also see a tree
Yeah.
reflected in it,
Look,
which is
there's a
kind of
tree
cool.
over there.
We've manifested a tree. Not really. Anyway, and then we have,
Do you want to do labradorite?
yeah, let's do
All right.
labradorite. Labradorite's also another one that's quite magical.
Let's see if we can get the.
They're
Well-
very, they don't cooperate very well with cameras.
There it is. Ooh, blue stuff.
The blue, yeah.
The blue seems to be particularly magical. Well, I cannot.
That one,
there.
there it is. And labradorite is another one like opal that contains all the colors of the rainbow. And then you had some other,
And
another,
it kind of reflects the aurora borealis, which is, when you see them, when you see the auroras, they are magic manifest.
yes.
They just have that feel when you can see them in the sky. I mean, it looks like they make a noise and they don't, and it looks like they have all kinds of colors and they do, and they're like opals, so you can ride the streaming of the aurora wherever you want to.
And also, for me, they bring in whale energy, which is also quite magical, and the energy of sound. And then, lastly, we have good old selenite. This is a clear, like spar selenite. It is it's a stone of expansion. So it's a stone that it's particularly good to create magic for the healing arts, because it's clear. It's like a clear conductor of energy. It's a clear container of, well, it's a container of clear energy that does not need to be cleared or cleansed or anything like that. So it's a really good stone to use for. It's a container of alchemy. It's one thing, and actually it does dissolve too. So that's another way that it alchemizes into nothing. So I don't know if that's magical or just kind of,
It's a property of magic, yeah.
yes.
Proper use of the proper force in the proper direction.
So these are a few of our, of what we, actually just what we found when we looked for the word magic. So I think that's really, it's an interesting, it's interesting to note some
So
of these.
if you want to play with magic stones, find yourself some dioptase or lavender jade or any one of the opals. And of
Yeah.
course,
And then
you can't project any magic if you don't have a quartz with you.
that would be
So
an
you gotta
awesome
have that.
combo.
And you can get selenite and labradorite, and those are the magical minerals.
And you'll have like a little, you'll be able to create your own magical field, which we'll let you know next week, because we'll set these out and we'll see what happens with hopefully an intention. Because you really should start out with an intention if you're going to do that, because well, it's faster.
And all of these stones are ones that I use in making various kinds of magic wands that for various kinds of purposes, with the exception of selenite, which doesn't really like to be messed with all that much.
No, it doesn't, and it does work on its own. So it's something you can use by itself, really. Anyway, that's our moment of magic for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. We will be back with the live sales on June 8th, so we hope you can join us, and we'll see you next Thursday as well, and we'll let you know what happens with this little field of magic we've created. Thank you all so much for coming, and we will see you next week.